Glastonbury 2024, day 2, Thursday. I'm starting my day the way you should start any Glastonbury, with a 5k run around the site.
In one of my madder moments, I decided I was going to try and get fit by running my first 5k in 7 years around Glastonbury. After only a couple of weeks preparation, that morning I was wondering what I'd let myself in for, but having signed up and then done a stretch with the rest of the runners, I did begin to loosen up a bit. And we were off doing something I've never done before, but seen a few times, running around Glastonbury. And the first thing they made us do was this, running to the top of the park viewing area to see the Glastonbury sign. This was knackering, and only the very best runners could actually do it the whole way. I wasn't one of them. This utterly destroyed my knees to the extent that running down the hill was nearly as difficult, and with some enthusiasm from the crowd, we ploughed on. I always wondered what would possess someone to do a 5k at Glastonbury, and it's funny how things change.
Just coming through the last kilometre now, and everything hurts. There's so many more hills than I was expecting. And of course the sun's out, or was. Hoping to finish in the next 3 minutes.
So while the run itself was pretty exhausting, it was a visual feast finishing up around the southeast corner. So while I wouldn't set any records that day, I did get out of it what I wanted, which was making a start. And as the saying goes, you're lapping everyone sat at home or in their tent.
That was good. Knackering, but good. Glad I did all the extra training. Glad to, after 20 years, do a run around Glastonbury.
On the way back, stopped by the printing press to get a poster and also do some trolley inspection. And after a badly needed shower, I was back for the world famous Thursday p***up. Now, I've talked about this in videos from previous years, but for the uninitiated, the basic rules are meet by this tree, wear pink, bring a drink. And that's exactly what we did. And it was great. Other than that, you're encouraged to talk to people, offer them something of yours, perhaps take something of theirs. And after the shot of God knows what, things started to get a bit drippy. So much so that the sun, or perhaps what people were drinking, was getting more to some heads than others.
This is Cam, and he reckons that if I sign his arm, he's going to get a tattoo made of it. I'll be gobsmacked if he does, to be honest with you. If he gets his tattoo put on, we're going to see it next year, I suppose. So here we go. Where would you like it?
He's not going to get this done, but you can still see his heart sink in real time while he sees how large I signed it.
Tune back in next year.
Let me see.
Very much.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
I'm the festival.
Now, all that chatting was making me hungry, so I stopped for an artisan Yorkshire pudding before going for a walk around the top of the site, first seeing the TP fields, then Stromerville, where they seemed to be lighting some sort of special fire. I don't know. I don't really know the significance, but there was a lot of people gathered around. And then a gentle walk down to the park to see the Ribbon Tower, something which has by now become cemented as one of Glastonbury's big visual landmarks. The area above the park is, to me, the best area of Glastonbury alongside Stromerville and the Stone Circle. All those three represent, to me, what the Glastonbury spirit is, more than the stuff you see on telly. And with my knees still crying from running up here earlier in the day, it was time for an egg cup full of vodka and a look out over the side before stop. Hammock time. As if the park area weren't relaxing enough. I knew that I wanted to see a lot more of the southeast corner this year, so made sure to drop in on Shangri-La on the way home. And getting in there early evening is a great time to see it before it really crowds up, for example, after the headliners. And my favourite part of the southeast corner is the immersive and subversive art that can be seen in Shangri-La. And as the night started to draw in, I immediately noped out of the temple by looking at the size of the queue. Here's a shot of it through the fire escape instead. Had a stay at the much more spacious Iicon stage and rounded off my night with a stone-cold chicken katsu from this place, while being serenaded by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. See you tomorrow.